This video is based on the equations review from the Math Prep and Learning Lab and will address questions 24 through 26, which are about writing an equation and solving it. So first, reading the equation, 17 more than t is equivalent to negative 85. I always like to put the equal sign first. Is equivalent to is going to be my equal sign. Then I look at what is on the left side of the equation and what's on the right side. The right side's easy, it's just negative 85. 17 more than t. If you remember from the translating videos we've ever done, or in class you've done, the word than is key, that you have to change the order. 17 is more than t. So even though 17 appears first, you write it second because it is more than t. So that's writing the equation. To solve it, I want t by itself. I want to isolate t. So if I take away 17 from both sides, I end up with a 0. So I just have t and nothing else. And then I have a negative 85 and a negative 17. And they're both negative, so they both go in the negative box. So when I'm getting my answer, which box has more? The negative box, so the answer will be negative. How much more? Well, there's none in the positive box, so I have to add 85 and 17. You can use a calculator on this test. 12, so 102. Then it says check your answer. So to check, I'm going to take my equation, t plus 17 equals negative 85. Basically, I'm saying, is 17 more than a negative 102 going to equal 85? Well, again, if I have a positive box and a negative box, 102 is in the negative box, 17 is in the positive box, my answer is going to be negative. And it's 102 minus 17. 12 minus 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 5. 9 minus 1 is 8. And because this was negative, my answer is negative, so it's negative 85 equals negative 85. So yes, it checked. Second problem. Again, I like to find my equal sign first. Twice g plus 15 is the same as, is going to be my equal sign, 1. So that side's easy. Twice g is 2 times g plus 15. So that one was pretty easy. 2g plus 15 equals 1. To solve, this is a 2-step. So I'm going to have to remove the 15 first so that I have 2g alone, 2g plus 0. If I have a positive 1 and a negative 15, which box has more? The 15 is in the negative box, so the negative box has more. How much more? Well, 14 more than 1 is 15. My next step is to divide by 2. So I get g equals negative 7. If I want to check that, I say 2g plus 15 equals 1. And instead of g, I put in negative 7. So 2 times negative 7 is negative 14 plus 15 equals 1. Positive box, positive box has 15, negative box has 14. Which box has more? The positive box. How much more? 1 more, so 1 equals 1, it checks. And the last one here. Again, I like to find my equal sign first. This time it's just is equals 9. So the quotient means divide. Quotient of a number. So I'm going to just say n for the number and 7. So I can do n divided by 7, or I could write it like this, which is more typically how we see it. N divided by 7 equals 9. To isolate n, if I want to undo this, I do the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of division is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides times 7. Because this is a fraction, I put a 1 under it. So I have 7n. If I were to multiply and multiply, I have 7n. 1 times 7 is 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. So I just have n equals 9 times 7 is 63. If If I'm going to check it, I take my equation. I had the n over 7 equals 9. If I put 63 in for n, 63 divided by 7 is 9. So yes, that's correct.